I'm James Williams Jr. So I watch a lot of videos about zombie survival and stuff like that, and I wanted to ask a question. Which Marvel team would be better suited to survive the zombie apocalypse? Now let's not go into the retcon new versions of Avengers, X-Men, etc. We're going to keep it in the 80s. So for those who don't know nothing about the X-Men in the 80s, sit back, relax, and be ready to go. So I'm going to pick 3 teams. I'm kidding. I'm going to pick 5 teams. And I'm going to do a series of 5 to tell you who would be more suitable to survive a zombie apocalypse in the Marvel Universe if they were in the real world and the zombie apocalypse. So, this is an Avengers shield. Captain America to be precise. But at the same time, it could also be Vance Astro's seal, as in Major Victory. So, for the first team, we're going to go straight Guardians of the Galaxy. Plus I have a comic book that I can actually use as reference. So, without further ado, let's get it on. Who would you be better off suited with in surviving the zombie apocalypse? So this is the Guardians of the Galaxy. The people I can remember: Vance Astro, Charlie 27, I forgot this guy, that girl, and that person. But the most importantly is, here's what you get. Vance Astro has a shield and he has telekinetic powers. Ignore the fact that he's quitting. Charlie 27, he's like the heavy machine gunner. Yondu is not in this picture, but Yondu is in this comic book, and Yondu has a bow and arrow. So, first off, they're on a living ship. So, the fact that they're on a living ship may qualify them more capable to survive a zombie apocalypse. Charlie's 27, he's a heavy machine gunner, and he's been known to not miss his target often. Now, not like Deadpool and not like Taskmaster and other people who are like dead shots. Charlie 27 has enough ammo that it doesn't matter if he misses or not, because he has enough ammo that he's going to hit something. Now, you know, the traditional way of taking out a zombie is generally one to the round to the head. Now, you have Vance Astro, who has Captain America's shield, which is made out of complete and total vibranium, and he doesn't have the testicular maneuverability that Cap had with the shield. Because Cap, he didn't have any powers over the shield, but it's like he knew the angle and the mathematical equations of where the shield was going to end up. So wherever he threw the shield, it's like it magically bounced back to him, which goes back to contradict everything I just said about him not having any magic powers. But somehow or another, him and the shield have a magical equation of, if I bounce it off this way, it's going to hit this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy. But since we're hitting zombies, it's probably going to keep going until it bounces off of something solid and come back to Captain America. That's pretty much the principle of his shield. Yondu has a bow and arrow, and he never seems to run out of bow and arrows. It'd be great if I actually had a picture of Yondu, so that you guys can know what Yondu actually looks like, which, of course, in this bag of comics, I don't have. Yeah, I do. Okay. By the way, that guy's Tigra, one of the people who use that name, Tigra. This is Yondu, and Yondu has a bow and arrow. I forgot what her powers is, but she shoots beams out of her hand. Alright? So unlike the current Guardians of the Galaxy, who, in my opinion, don't compare to these Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy that I know from the 90s and the 80s and beyond, there are 13 of them, so you have a pretty good roster of people that can save your ass in a zombie apocalypse. And then I mentioned, they live in a living spaceship. Now, I don't know how much of that was retconned when they switched the teams. So that's your first comparison. Would you like to be in the Guardians of the Galaxy during the zombie apocalypse? So while we're going to do that, I'm going to go ahead and give it to you, because I don't have a comic of the new Guardians of the Galaxy, but you've seen the movies, so you know who they are. You have Ratchet, you have Bug, you have Drax the Destroyer, you have Star-Lord, and you have Gamora, and more importantly, you have Groot. So, how would they fare in a zombie apocalypse? So you only have 5 of them. Technically you have 7, because there's actually more of them, but I never really read that book Once these guys were gone, I was pretty much done. And the Yondu in that is basically the same Yondu. It's just that they wrote all the other Guardians of the Galaxy out and put the new Guardians of the Galaxy in. So you have Groot. He's a living tree. He can make projectiles with his hands and stab things. So I'm pretty sure he can handle himself in a zombie apocalypse. You have Drax the Destroyer. His name is self-explanatory. So zombies will get destroyed. You have Gamora, the most dangerous woman in the universe. With a sword or anything in her hand, she can pretty much slice and dice. You have Quill and his element blasters. Okay, he's like not that important to me, but you know, he can get it done too. And then you have Rocket, explosive expert raccoon. Probably the only person on the team next to Groot that's immune to becoming a zombie. So that's probably good. If the world's in chaos, you'll have to be saved by a talking tree and a damn rat. Anyway, so they could handle themselves with the Milano. It's not alive, but they can, you know, get their shit together and do their job. And if worst comes to worst, they can land on Milano, shoot up all the damn zombies, steal all the replies that they need, and then break the freak out. So there you have it. Guardians of the Galaxy Zombie Apocalypse. Video 1 is done.